Hence, development project remain rural. Hence, developing rural community is now a major concern in development planning and developing economy. Statement of problem. There has been a lot of propaganda on rural development projects in Edo State. Some people have asserted that in spite of the Pretoria projects, which reportedly has been executed by past governments in Edo State, particularly in Oyo Northeast local government area, there appear not to be any concrete evidence on their impact. Some others have argued that the projects have impacted positively on the people. It is therefore not certain what the true situation is. This study seeks to see the perception of residents of the g.b.o community, the impact, the development projects of the g.b.o community in Edo State. The aims and objectives of the study. The aims of this study is to evaluate the impact of development projects in g.b.o community in Oyo Northeast area of Edo State. The significant objectives are: 1. Identify types of rural development projects embarked upon provided by the g.b.o community. Explain how g.b.o community perceive projects or programs in terms of usefulness. Ascertain g.b.o community overall rating of the implementation of these projects. Research question. In the light of the above objectives, the research questions that will guide these studies are: what are the types of rural developmental projects embarked upon or provided in g.b.o community by Edo State government? How do g.b.o community perceive these projects and programs in terms of their usefulness? What is the overall rating of the implementation of these projects by g.b.o community? The scope of study. This study focuses on evaluating the impact of development projects in g.b.o community in Oyo Northeast area of Edo State. Development projects of interest include poverty alleviation programs comprising income generating projects, provision of skills development programs, and provision of borehole. Markets, schools projects initiated. This study will span through a period of 24 years. This study will span through a period of 24 years from 2000 to 2024. The significance of this study, it is expected to improve significant. What will call you? We are going to your
theoretical framework.
Literature review. Talking 2017 defined developmental project as a planned initiative. A planned initiative aimed at improving socio-economic and environmental well-being of individuals, communities, or nations, often spanning across sectors like health, education, infrastructure, agri-energy, and global, with the global achieving positive change through targeted action and intervention. Rural development, according to our activity 2020, simply promote and sustain improvements in quality of life of rural people. It implies consistency in approach and in which micro and macroeconomic, socio-political, cultural, and technological variables are engineered, combined, and implemented as organic and dynamic whole for the benefit of the people. Theoretical framework. The theoretical framework of this study is IT. Is hinged on the sustainable development theory propounded by Graham Bogdan in 1987. Sustainable development theory is a set of principles and practices that aims to meet the needs and the present without compromising ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. It's based on this idea that resources available to humans or species and ecosystem should not be diminished over time. The idea of sustainable development is predicated on the assumption that any development model that fails to consider the place of nature in development will either fail or fail to sustain humanity. Work 2020. essence, the major aims of sustainable development model is to create harmonious existence between man and natural environment. Methodology. The methodology we adopt as descriptive survey research, which we employ the expo factor research design. The expo factor design will be employed because in this study, the researcher has no control over the independent variables, and in fact, no variables will be manipulated. According to National Population Commission 2006, the population of Victoria community is about 37,106 residents, with an estimated annual growth rate of 2.80. This projected population for 2024 is roughly 60,556. In terms of the sample size, 400 residents of Victoria community will be selected. This will be calculated using the Taro-Yameni formula for simple size estimation, 95% confidence level and level of massing variable PS.05, which will be assumed. The researcher will gather this information from primary and secondary sources. The primary will be utilized the questionnaire. The data collection will be analyzed using statistical package for social science SPSS version 2.2 descriptive statistics, percentage and table. And pie chart will be used to describe the